Hello, this is Patrick from XPression. I'd like to introduce you to the 64-bit installers for XPression software and explain how and why you'd want to use them. I have a folder here full of installers for all the XPression software. I get to play with a lot of things, so I have a full set here. What I want you to notice, I have XPression Studio Flex and XPression Studio Flex X64 is the examples I'm going to use for this tutorial. What I want to explain is if it's just saying this product name and then the version and build number, that's a 32-bit addition to the application. If you see X64 in the file name, that's indicating that it's a 64-bit addition. The differences between the two: a 32-bit application can run on a 32-bit operating system or a 64-bit operating system, but if it's a 32-bit addition application, it only has access to the first 32 bits of information on things like memory, and that limits what it can actually access. So the maximum memory that you can access with a 32-bit application is 4 gigabytes of memory. If I have a 64-bit edition of the application, I have access to more of the memory that's within that system. What I want to show you quickly is where this all installs and explain this to you too. It'll help. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to find my program files folder, and there's a program files x86. When you install the 32-bit application, they will land on the installer by default in the program files x86 folder. 64-bit files will land in the program files folder. This is the default location. You may have changed this for whatever reason, but that's where things will install. I'm going to start the installation. We're going to keep going through. I'm going to choose my 64-bit edition. I'm going to double click it, and you'll see the traditional application installers open up. So I'm going to say OK. First thing you're going to notice, it's going to tell me that a previous 32-bit version of this application was detected. Do you want to uninstall it? I'm going to say no. And as I go through this, I'll explain why I said no in just a second. To it because I may have some QuickTime files or things like that, and QuickTime is not supported by Apple in 64-bit editions of Windows applications, so I may want to hang on to it for other reasons. It doesn't hurt to have it. It's just something extra, but it's not going to hurt you. I can see on the next panel of my install wizard that it's telling me that it's the Studio Flex 64-bit edition on the setup wizard. I'm going to click next. There's a license agreement. You should read it. I've read it. I've been made well aware of it. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to click next. The next thing it asks me is the password. It's the same password. It's do install, all one word. I'm going to click next. It wants my username. I'm going to fill it in. My organization is Ross Video. I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to click next. And it's going to show me where it's installing. It's C program files. Again, that's the 64-bit location, XPression Studio Flex. I'm going to click next. This shows me all the different components that it's installing: the video coder, the data link server, the data link client library, scripting, the video codecs, all the pieces that go with it. I'm going to click next. And again, it's going to show me what it's calling the folder that I'm installing it. And you can see it's XPression Studio Flex 64-bit. I'm going to click next. It shows me the icons that it's going to install and where they're installing it. I can choose to change those if I want to by deselecting the checkbox. I'm going to leave it alone and click next. It gives me a summary of what it's going to install. It shows me the destination. I'm going to click install, and you can see it's going to extract the files. Once it finishes extracting, it will begin the installation process. And the first time you do this, it's going to ask you a question. It's going to say a previous 32-bit version of this application was detected. Do you want to copy settings from it? And what that's telling me is it's looking at the 32-bit version. It's going to go find my settings for my preferences and things like that. And if I say yes, it will copy it. If I say no, I get a brand new install. I'm going to say yes because I've got things working the way I would like. I'm going to click yes, and then I get the dialog box with the install wizard to tell me that it wants to run the setup and also show me changes. So I'm going to click finish and leave those checks so that I see both of those pieces. And there's the splash screen, and you can see the changelog behind the splash screen. Now you can see that it opened up my Windows. I've got everything else here. If I go over to edit and I choose hardware setup, for example, I can see my channels that I have available to me for outputs in frame buffers. If I go to my preferences, I will see the settings that I've had in there. For example, how my editors are configured, my hardware. All those settings have been copied because I've chosen to have it copy those settings from the 32-bit application that I had installed. If you didn't have this 32-bit application installed, this is a fresh installation. You would have brought in is the traditional setup where you have all these preferences that you have to go set up this and hardware preferences as if it was a brand new system. The other thing, again, to remember, the reason why I've chosen 64-bit but left the 32-bit installer in, I may have projects with things like QuickTime files in them. I want to be able to access that to see what I'm doing with them, maybe use it there if I have that problem, so I'm leaving it installed. I might upgrade it to the new version, but I will have that installed in, I may eventually just take that out. It doesn't matter, it's not hurting anything, it's in a different set of folders. Again, it's in the program files x86, as opposed to the regular program files, which is 64-bit. So this is how you install the 64-bit, and these are some of the questions you might see when you're seeing it. And again, you're installing the 64-bit because it gives you more access to memory, which lets you work with a larger cache file, which improves the performance of what you're working with inside of XPression.